Since I'm super hyper independent, I want to talk about why being hyper independent is such a fucking, superpower. Because we live in a world where nobody can just be by themselves. We live in a world where everybody has to be a part of the fucking crowd, has to be with someone doing something, even if it's not relevant to them, even if it's hurting them or whatever. People just can't be by themselves and do things by themselves. It's a fucking revolutionary act, for fuck's sake, to do what I do, to be hyper independent and to do everything by yourself. And the more you do it, the thing what baffles me too is if people gave it a shot and you really tried it, it becomes fucking addicting. Like, I'm so addicted to being hyper independent to the point where I literally can't hang out with people anymore. I know I just made a video ranting about, being hyper independent because I like it. But the fact is, being hyper independent is an addictive, trait. It's just addictive. It's addicting being on my own, doing everything on my own, and just not having to deal with people. It's not even just dealing, I just don't want to deal with people. You know what I mean? Like, the most success I've ever had was when I went off and did my own fucking thing. That's when I became the most successful. That's where I found my own groove, is when I veered off path and went and did my own thing, and I left everybody. Like, I just don't give a fuck. Like, that's just who I am. And people can either accept it and be like, okay, and just, move on, or they can't accept it and they get butthurt and cry over it. But it's like, what are you gonna fucking do about it? It's not your fucking choice. I do what I want. You do what you want, but just leave me the fuck alone. Like, being hyper independent is a superpower. And I'm telling you, if you guys gave it a shot, a lot of you might actually think it's addicting. It's addicting. You just don't have to deal with the drama. You don't have to deal with people. You don't have to deal with the hassle of people asking you for favors or help or all this or that. Like, for me, for example, it's not that I don't like going out of my way to help people, but I've just done it so many times throughout my fucking life. Like, I'm just tired of it. I don't want to go help. I don't want to go out of my way to just, to go help people with favors or this or that. And it's not me being a douche. I just don't like to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. I like to be left alone. I don't like being asked for favors. I just want to do my own thing. And the thing is, I don't ask people for favors. So if I don't ask for people for favors, I'm expecting that people don't ask me for favors. And if I don't ask people for favors, or if I don't help people or if I don't help people who are asking me for favors, then I expect myself to not ask people for favors. That's just how I roll. I never ask people for help or anything. I just do everything by myself, and it just feels rewarding. It's just a rewarding fucking feeling. It just feels great being able to be successful doing everything on your own. Like, you're a self-made fucking guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's who I'm gonna be, a self-made guy. That's the fucking goal, you know what I mean? And you can't do that being in the fucking crowd with a bunch of bots who don't even know what the fuck they're doing. You just can't. And a lot of people just cannot be by themselves. Like, you just can't do it. I don't know why, but you can't do it. I get it. I know it can be scary. I know it's boring. I know it can be hard, but it's really the best thing that you could possibly do for yourself. And take it again from someone who was a people pleaser for the longest time. I'm now hyper independent, and it's the best decision I've ever made. I will never go back on that. Like, I will never go back on it. And I make these videos to tell people who I am so they can get a better understanding of me, but also help to encourage other people to maybe, try these things, give it a shot, and just see where it takes you, because you might be pleasantly surprised, like, where this takes you, where this path might lead you. You might be more successful, more pleasantly surprised than you fucking might think. So I'm telling you, give it a shot. You never know where it might lead you. Being hyper independent is a superpower in a world full of bots who cannot be by themselves. There are a bunch of AIs who all follow along with each other doing the same fucking shit. Well, guess what? I'm off the path. I'm doing my own fucking thing. I don't know what goes on around me. I'm just doing my own thing. So I can't copy the crowd because everyone is blocked out except for me. So I create my own original shit. That's fucking revolutionary. And you guys could do it too by being, on your own, blocking out the world and just focusing in on your own fucking existence. And that's it. That's the key to, the goals to life and to becoming as more wildly successful than if you're hanging out with the crowd doing fucking jack diddly shit. So again, give it a shot. You might be pleasantly surprised how fucking great it is. Maybe you'll fucking hate it, but you don't know until you fucking try. So give it a shot. Again, you never fucking know. And if you don't want to give it a shot, I fucking tried. I try to help you guys, but if you want to be a part of the crowd, that's on you. If you want to be, hyper independent and be your own fucking self-made person like me, Go for it. You will fucking love it, and it's rewarding as fuck. The only thing that's not rewarding, being a part of the crowd and doing what everybody else does, and you get nothing accomplished from that shit. So do what I do. Don't do what I do. I don't give a fuck. I'm just putting these videos out there for you guys' amusement, entertainment, but also for your awareness and educational purposes to help you guys and help you guys live the best life possible. So that's all I got.